So one of the undoubted highlights and places to check out when you come to Osaka is Kuruman Ichiba Market. It's a total of 600 metres in length and has 170 different types of shop available here. It really is a true assault on the senses. Here you can get yourself some fresh fish, crab, Kobe beef, fresh juices, literally anything that you can think of is available in this market and is 100% worth checking out while we're here. When in Osaka, definitely one of the places you should check out is Sanjusangendo, like a 3-story, 4-story shopping mall. Because in one of the levels is this awesome pinball place. They range from 10 yen to 100 yen. There is literally, I don't know how many's in here, maybe 100 different pinball games to try out. All retro, definitely check it out. So if you're looking for craft beer in Osaka, I would 100% definitely recommend Kamikaze. This place is incredible. They've got a ton of craft keg beers, draft beers on tap.
神風という、バーでおすすめする 100% おすすめするバーがあります。
Including this absolute gem. This might be probably the best beer I've ever had in my life. I'm going to give it 4.75, maybe a 5 on untapped rating. You definitely need to check it out, and I would say the word check out is overused, but not in this case. Check it out. If you love your old school gaming, come and check out this place right here, which is called Super Station. It's full of like old school snares. It's got the Genesis gaming system. It's got shitloads basically going on. I've had a few beers right now, so I'm a little bit sketchy, and I've also lost, so I'm in a really bad mood. But if you love your old school gaming, then definitely not to use gas rage, but come and check it out. One area in Osaka to consider heading to is Shinsekai. Again, pronunciation is probably terrible. Area right here behind me. It was basically famous, became famous or was populated in 1903 by workers that flocked here. Soon afterwards it fell into disrepair. Behind me you can see the observation tower, which is what most people come here and flock to. The observation deck is 91 metres high, but given how I've done in previous episodes, I declined to actually take a trip up to it. The area itself around here now is full of restaurants, it's hustling and bustling, full of shops, and it's one area worth considering visiting while in Osaka. So in the background behind me is Osaka Castle. Osaka Castle was originally constructed in 1583, and then in 1615 it was struck by lightning and burned down. The building that you can see me today was actually rebuilt in 1931 and miraculously survived any damage from World War II. Didn't go to the top because, again, not a fan of heights. In and around this whole castle area, it's, as you would expect for one of the allegedly main highlights of Osaka, it's incredibly busy and full of people. There are a couple of things to note that really let me down. First of all, the two Lawsons. There are two Lawsons on the entrance here. Neither of them had any inari or any egg sandwiches. It's an absolute disgrace. And there's also a ninja shop inside here, which is just full of ninja tat. Not a bad place to come and check out, but personally, not my favourite, but you decide. So everywhere you go in Japan, you will find these little sort of capsule things. They're literally everywhere, street corners, in the shops, ranging between 100 and 400 yen, depending on how it is. Some of them are like, just like the most craziest things you can think of. Some of them are dolls, some of them are kettles, they can be anything. So I've purchased one here for 200 yen, and inside, what have we got here? I've got a broccoli with a sniper in it. Literally, this could well be probably the best thing I've ever bought. And 200 yen, so what's that, about £1.50? That is an awesome toy to go on your desk right there. Okay, so okonomiyaki in Osaka is very different to the kind that you get down in Hiroshima. What they do is they turn up with a bowl, they mix it all together, they put it on a hot plate, and then they literally cook it right in front of you. And you wait for it and then you dive in. Sort of filled with potato, egg, lots of fish going on. Either way, this version of okonomiyaki is absolutely delicious. When in Kyoto, many people tend to find themselves at Fushimi Inari Shrine, which is made up of basically thousands of these torii gates. The original torii gate was donated in 1589, and what happens is you kind of come in and there's all these temples where there are literally hundreds and hundreds of people. But what you can do is follow this pathway that takes you up to the top of the mountain where you'll find a shrine. The mountain itself is 233 meters high. It's a pretty mad hike to get up there because it's midday, it's late September and it's quite warm, so it's quite hot and sweaty thing to do. But as you can see, you're rewarded as you walk through these kind of like vast pillars and so on. It's definitely worth checking out, but just be aware that it's going to be extremely busy, so don't really expect to have the place to yourself. And I'm on the way down now, so I'm not quite as hot and sweaty. I need to like sling down a little bit.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So just a short way from Fushimi Inari Shrine is this excellent coffee shop called Vermilion. They do this superb coffee, which is a Colombian Sandra Milena Mora Coltera. It's highly recommended. So once you've done temple stopping, call in here, chill out, grab yourself a great coffee. Yeah. So I'm in the grounds of Sanjusangendo Temple, if that's how you pronounce it, not sure, this is how it's pronounced. The temple was originally built in 1164 and burned down a century later. It's famous for its 1001 cannon statues. These statues are hand carved out of wood and are human sized. Now I can't bring you any footage from inside the temple itself because all cameras and photographs and videos are completely banned. However, it is absolutely impressive because these 1001 statues surround a main Buddha in the middle of the temple. The temple itself is the longest wooden structure in Japan at 120 minutes. So for Kyoto, and you do get the chance, I loved it in here, so I recommend it. Definitely come check it out. When coming to Osaka, you can't come to Osaka and not come here to Nara. Nara itself is a vast, sprawling area and was actually the first city founded in Japan in 703. Behind me is the main spectacle that people come to visit. This is Torajai Shrine or Temple. This was constructed in 752 and it's actually the original construction that is still standing here today in Nara. Definitely worth a visit, but just beware, as you can see behind me, there are literally hordes and hordes of people here that come and see this spectacle and sight, as well as the deer. Hello mate. Otherwise, come to Nara, come to the temple, definitely won't be disappointed.
What's in the bag? It's non-deer crackers. Not for deer. Sorry.
Gonna bow?
Give us a bow, I might get.
Go on mate, try and get into bow.
I don't know what you're doing.
So here it is, the last clip of Japan, and I've saved the best thing to last. These things here is onigiri, or as I prefer to call them, a rice triangle. You can pick these up from any Family Mart, 7-Eleven, any Lawson's you like. 118 yen, absolute bargain, about 80p. They're filled with all different kinds of things. So this one here is my personal favourite, which is tuna mayonnaise, bonito flakes, salmon, whatever you want. Scrap that, go straight to the tuna. I've seen a few people struggling to open these bad boys, so here's a little demo for you. You literally just unwrap like this, one side, pull the other, pull the other. There's your rice triangle. Oh, best thing in Japan. Amazing. Get involved.